I think there have been some improvements in terms of how we've played, and I'd like to keep that going.
Nigel, FA Cup third round this weekend. How do you approach this match in the context of the season?
Well, look, the FA Cup is a competition of big tradition, so it's always important. But of course, I can't honestly say it's as important as the league. But it is an opportunity for us to maybe change things around a little bit, and players who've not had starts may get chances in this game. But the league will always be our priority. But of course, the FA Cup always is a competition with. There are some good stories in there. So I think, look, it's a chance to have a break from the hustle and bustle of the league programme, which is pretty relentless. And like I say, it's cup competitions, I think, are always a good thing to be involved in.
Two positive performances and a good result against Millwall. Yeah. Where's the balance there between keeping everybody involved but also wanting to keep that momentum?
I think, look, it's always about trying to build on performances, and yeah, I mean, we have been inconsistent this season so far, but of course it's in the last few games in particular, I think there've been some improvements in terms of how we've played, and yeah, I'd like to keep that going. It's not. I don't see cup games as being an opportunity to lower the intensity of what we're trying to do, and that is to produce some more winning situations, and that's really what we want. We know Fulham are a good side. I would expect, or we expect them, I think, to put out a very strong side because they've missed games recently. So for them, it's an opportunity to get back into the swing of playing games because they've had fixtures postponed because of the COVID situation. So it'll be a tough game for us.
When you play the same team twice in successive weeks, do you have to kind of is there any cat and mouse? Is there anything you need to hold back, or do you just treat each game as it is?
I don't think there's any cat and mouse because we know they're a really good side and we've got to be at our best to beat them. If I was to choose one game to win out of the two, it would be the league game. I can't lie about that. But this is an opportunity for us to again get another positive result at home, and that's what we're looking to do. So I'm not really looking any further than the game at the weekend.
In terms of team news, Georgetown hasn't been involved for a week or so. How is George?
He'll be out for a while. He could be a couple of months, maybe longer. So it's a disappointing one for us, and it leaves us quite thin, if you like, in full-back positions. Yeah, I'm sure he'll come back stronger, but it's a disappointment for him as much as anything.
One defender who's firing, Cameron Pring, signed a new 2-year contract. It's good for him after, as you said, the loans that he's been on, to now feel really involved in Bristol City. Yeah,
and I think it's important for him to feel the pressure of being a first-team player here, and the more games he plays and the more or the varied sort of situations he has to deal with, it will make him a better player. And I think already this season he's made some really good progress. He's versatile as well, and hopefully he can have a good second half of the season.
You talked after Sunday's game about the goals we've scored, I think 7 in 3, but not the clean sheets, which we haven't had. So how important is being defensively strong in terms of priority?
Well, if you're defensively sound as a team, you got a better chance of winning tight games. And one of the problems for us at the moment is, or has been this season, when we've not been scoring goals, we've not been too bad defensively, but then we've not got it right at the same time. That's a problem for us. And what's also important to remember is that it's how the team plays. It's not necessarily how the defenders perform. It's how solid we are as a side. And I think last year we conceded loads of goals from set plays. We've been better at that, but we're still, we're still conceding too many goals. But you can't improve everywhere at once, and it remains something that we have to work at exceptionally hard, and maybe things will improve in the second half.